Hey, here we are. We're live. Yay. Day 10, done with the cleanse. Yay. Transitioning out though, I stuck with the morning cleanse of lemon juice in the morning and then celery juice and then the liver rescue, half the liver rescue and half the heavy metal detox. And then for lunch, oh man, for lunch, I made this. I'm still making recipes out of his book. So they're cleanse recipes. This one. I made the warm, spiced, roasted vegetable salad. Boy, was that good. Stephen and I polished it off. It makes 1 to 2 servings, and I ate most of it because he had other stuff. But it's chopped butternut squash and carrot and red onion, zucchini, some spices, and you roast it all in the Breville. And then you put it on spinach and arugula and cilantro. Oh, it was so good. And then the dressing is some freshly squeezed orange juice, and I just use the orange and orange zest and garlic. He puts a half a garlic, but I put a whole garlic in. My date stuff that I make and some lemon juice. Oh, man. So now I just baked a couple of potatoes. So I've got 4 russets there baked and cooling because I'm going to make the pizza boats. And then I'm going to make these raw mini apple pie tarts. And I mean, you got to see these. Hey, Jean. Hi, Jessie. So I'm making the raw mini apple pie tarts. I got to try it today. And I just showed my 4 russets. I baked 4 russet potatoes. I'm going to make the pizza boats. So, yum. Okay. So the first thing I have to do is I have to get a couple of cups of pitted medjool dates because I'm going to make the crust for the tarts. Oh, Jean, you just got home. All right. So I got my dates here. Let's see, am I running into something? No. Make sure that I don't lose my cords. Yeah, pizza boats. The funnest thing about doing something more restrictive is when you're done. Okay, so I got a 2-cup measure here. So all I'm doing is I'm just pitting these babies and sticking them in this until I got 2 cups. And I've got to do the food processor and I got to use the blender for this one. So I just planted some garlic outside. It's a little bit late in the year, but it's so mild out there today that I decided, oh, what the heck. Ooh, this one's a little bit black. So I think we won't use that one. Every once in a while you get one. It's got a little mold on it. And I don't know about you guys, but I'll get to where I'm throwing the date where the pit pile is and the pit in the bowl. So I have to be careful that I don't do the wrong thing. This crust is going to be over the top, I'll tell you. Oh, and you're supposed to use mulberries and dates. And Jennifer assures me that blackberries are just as good. I do have mulberries coming tomorrow, but they're dried from Azure. They're the only mulberries I could find, except for when I went to the Burnt Ridge Nursery, where he sold us fresh mulberries. And oh, they were so, so good. I wanted a mulberry tree immediately, but we didn't get one. We were on bikes. And, we've kind of worn ourselves out with the whole gardening thing, although I'll do, simple things, but anything technical, I don't know. Like our baby apple tree, the deer are ever vigilant, waiting for an opportunity to get at its nice young leaves. There. So there's 2 cups of dates. Wow. And So I've got a cup of blackberries in here, and I just took them out of the freezer a little while ago. But it's a cup of berries and 2 cups of dates, and then you process them. So we'll do that. Boy, that looks pretty good. Yes, deer can actually change your mind about everything, because I don't want to hurt the deer. Fresh mulberries are. They're so good. They're long fruits. Have I been getting heavy rain? Yes. Yesterday, twice, we put all our rain gear on, and we went out into the world, and I walked 6 miles. I usually walk 6 miles a day. And but we have, rain jackets and rain pants and rain hats, and we're getting rain boots. It's hard to get rain boots because they never stay waterproof for very long, and you have to be able to walk in them. So, hi, C. So, let's see here. See what he says. He says, make the crust, combine the dates and mulberries in a food processor and process until well combined. And then in a muffin, you got to press the mixture on the muffin tin. All right, so we'll try that. I'm not sure. There you go. So I don't know. I guess that looks good enough. I know with some of them that Chef AJ does, you have to do it for quite a while. But that's with something dry like oatmeal. The only successful were those rubber fire guy style boots. Really? Well, Steven's getting some, so I'll see what he's got. I looked at the girl version, and it doesn't look like they'd be very much fun to walk in. I think they just use them in their gardens, which, I would certainly do that, but I want to be able to go on walks with them too, because my boots just get soaked when we go out there. So I guess I'll try this. It's supposed to make 6 to 8 tarts. Yeah, that's smushing against the side here. Want to see what I'm doing? Actually, what I'll do here is I'll get this up out of my way. Got to keep my muscles so I can keep moving my machinery up and down on the shelf. Stephen was in the middle of the kitchen today when I got home from grocery shopping with a ladder. And I mean, his ladder was right across the middle of the kitchen as he's trying to get the skylight all done. And boy, he's doing a nice job. Okay, so I'm trying to make a tart here. If anybody has any suggestions for the best way to do this. I'm supposed to make 6 of them. Six to 8. We'll start with 6. And we'll see what happens here. So I make these shells and then I fill it with the apple filling that I'll do next. I had a rough night last night, and twice I got up and ate watermelon because I was so hungry. I just couldn't sleep. But other than that, the cleanse went really smoothly. Yesterday was the toughest. You just do fluids, and I did. Well, you start out the morning with the morning cleanse. So you start out with the lemon water or lime water and the celery juice. And then you don't do any of the smoothies. The detoxes. You do apple cucumber, 16 to 20 ounces. And then you do, I did watermelon. And I had frozen watermelon. And I had probably over the course of the day, at least 3 quart jars of watermelon juice. And then in the afternoon, you do another cucumber apple. And it's 1 whole cucumber and 3 apples, like I made yesterday. And another celery juice, 32 ounces of celery juice. And then for dinner I had, well, not dinner, but, the next meal, I blended my papaya. I saved that for the end of the day. He says, if you're going to do watermelon, do it first because it's easier for it to digest and go through you if you don't put anything before it. Of course, I did the celery juice before it, and the lemon water, but nothing else. And then when I got up in the night, I just ate watermelon. I didn't blend it or anything. I didn't want to wake up Steven. But, I guess people don't usually eat in the night, but sometimes I wake up and I just can't settle down unless I have food. I think I just don't eat enough, although it seems like I ate an awful lot. But to me, it always seems like I eat a lot. For a girl. For a girl, I eat a lot. I feel better when I watch Broccoli Mom because she's always eating, huge amounts of things. She's so cute. I love her accent. All right, well, things are forming here. They're pretty. Has anybody made tarts before? I think these are the first tarts I've ever made. And then, of course, I fill them in with the apple mixture. They look so perfect the way he's got them pictured there in his picture. But for me, as long as they taste good, I don't care. I don't care what they look like. And I think they're going to taste good, don't you? They look pretty darn scrumptious. How can all those dates not be? This will be the most dates I've eaten if I eat one of these. Just one of them. I don't know. What would you think? I should have counted the dates. We could have figured it out. All right. I think I might have enough for another tart in here. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Jennifer, that worked great. Jennifer's out and about looking at more refrigerators with Todd. Gathering information. The two of them both like to do lots of information gathering before they take the step. They're pretty smart. Stephen and I, we just say, I like that, we buy it. Well, not all the time. Stephen's the shopper. He loves to just research things. I like to know what other people get. Like the Berkey. I thought, if everybody's buying it, and the Nama J, and the Breville, I go by what my girls tell me. Okay, am I missing anything here? Let me see. Yeah. That's right, Jesse. That's why I work out, so I can lift my appliances. Okay, there's 7 tarts. I'll just put a little water in the processor here. Okay, so that's the tart. Set aside. And then we're going to make the filling. I think I'll bring this over here. Okay, so we're going to blend together the apples and 3 dates. Oh, I need a couple more dates. Oh no, I put them in there. Yeah, I got dates in here. I got three dates in the blender. And then today I'm going to core the apples. I suppose I should chop them a little bit. What do you think? He says to dice them, but I'm like, why? I'm throwing them in the blender. But I'll chop them a little bit. Okay. So 3 apples, 3 dates, 1/8 of a teaspoon of cinnamon, which does not seem like enough. Where's my cinnamon? Here it is. What's 1/8 of a teaspoon of cinnamon? Let's do... That's 1/8 of a teaspoon. I mean, come on. 2, 3. Let's do 4/8. And some nutmeg. It says a pinch of nutmeg. Nutmeg you got to be a little bit more careful about. Can you see what I'm doing here? Oops, I just missed. All right. Oh, hi, Kiefer. How long have I been on? 18 minutes. I'm making the raw mini apple pie tarts. Okay, and then 2 teaspoons of fresh orange juice. And this is the dressing that I made for the lunch thing. So it's got a little bit more than orange in it, but I thought it might be good. So let's see. 2 teaspoons. Well, I got it. This is a 1/2 tablespoon. I'll do 2 of these. You can fiddle with baked goods, right? Isn't that the one where it's okay to mess with the recipe? Okay, so I'm gonna blend it until smooth. Here we go. Cover your ears if you need to. Pusher. should have put it in my NutriBullet. Oh, you got your Brain Saver Protocol book. Yay! Yeah.
Can you hand me my water in the microwave?
Yeah. All right. So my sister's going to the oncologist tomorrow. She doesn't want me to come with me. Her doesn't want me to go with her. Because I was kind of hard on the oncologist last time, so I don't blame her. Because I know he's going to suggest more chemo, and I want to know, well, what are the options? But anyways, it's her body. She can do what she wants. So that's not really smooth. And he doesn't really show what his looks like. So I could stick it in the NutriBullet and make it more smooth. So I think I will do that. What do you think, Stephen? So those are the tart shells.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm supposed to blend this smooth. And that's as good as
that's chunky.
Yeah, okay. I'll put it in the NutriBullet. We can take care of that. These guys can see. Yes. Do you need something?
I need a knife.
Here.
Oh. My boots came.
Oh, good. Stephen's boots came. I was just telling him about the rain boots and how mine don't look like you could really walk in them. So we were going to look at yours when they come. Wow, this makes a lot of filling. So Kiefer, do you see anything you want to make out of there? I want to make everything. But I'm still working on the cleanse recipes. And I was saying when I first came on, I made the spicy, can't remember the name of it, but it had butternut squash and red onion and carrot and zucchini. And you roast it all. You put a bunch of spices on it, roast it. And then you put it over arugula and spinach. Oh, man, it's so good. And you make that orange juice sauce that I just showed you guys that I put in here. So good. All right, let's see. So now we'll see what the NutriBullet can do. Come on down. All right, here we go. Now that's smooth, baby. And that is why you get a small blender in addition to your Vitamix. Wild blueberry pops. Oh, I know. Don't show them to the kids. Kiefer, I love having you do it with me. You guys have great suggestions. Okay, now we're going to spoon this into the tart shells as I get it everywhere. Don't want to lose all this that ends up in the top. Anybody have any potlucks coming up? I've got one next Wednesday, and then the Sunday after that is my potluck. And I'm going to show forks over knives. So that'll be fun. But one of our vegan people went ahead and bought the DVD and has offered it to me. Here, you want to see what I'm doing here? Roasted tomato soup, chickpea dumpling soup, falafel waffles, spaghetti carbonara, black bean potatoes, soft tacos. I know, they're so simple. Me too. You get the bug keeper. And this heavy metal detox is delicious. Those wild blueberries are really something. Ooh, these are going to be fun. You make these and then you stick them in the freezer. Get a longer. I'm going to do a longer one here. Need my big boy. That goes down each of the spines of the NutriBullet and cleans it. All right. Makes a lot of filling. If I had enough shell, it would have made another tart. But I think we can keep spooning it out here. Why not? All right. So there you go. What do you think? Okay. Place in the freezer for 30 minutes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I've got, Jesse. Is this what you mean? Oh, yeah. Bio Nature. Yeah. I get, and there's no salt added. I get it at Sprouts. Now I get it at Azure by the case. All right. So I need to find a spot in the freezer. Uh-oh. Wipe up there off. All right. Did you get a good look here? A little bit sloppy, but here, I'll clean that one. Oh, we got one. 30 minutes. So now I'm going to do the potato boats. So now we got to switch from sweet to savory. So this is the tomato paste, and it's just got some oregano and thyme in it. Oh, I better put my timer on for 30 minutes. Where's my phone? Uh-oh. I got messages. Thank you for your payment. Carol, Michelle, Sharon, Bud. I'm on live. Okay, there's my Azure order. Okay. And then Jeannie, is that you? Yeah. Okay, I'll read that later, okay? All right. So, still got to set the timer for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Okay, started. All right, so you know what we'll need for measuring here. All right, so to put on top of the tart is thinly sliced apple, cinnamon, and a little bit of date is optional. So I'll do that when they come back out. Well, it's just for 30 minutes, Jesse, that I freeze it. So I think he just wants to firm it up a little bit. Kiefer, you got to go? Okay. Run to Costco for some celery. I went already today. Okay, so let me get the potatoes. All right, let's switch recipes here. Potato boats. Okay. So in the sauce, there's oregano, thyme, a little date syrup or paste that I do, and some water. Okay. And then I've chopped up zucchini, red pepper, cherry tomatoes, and red onion. And then I've got fresh basil to put on it. All right. So now, okay, when they're cool enough to handle, cut them in half lengthwise and scoop out the top of each potato half. So cut them in half. I love potatoes. All right, scoop out. Gotta put it in something. I don't want to scoop out too much. I don't want to lose my potato. Maybe I'll just leave that beside it, just so it'll brown. So does anybody else grow garlic? I'm just trying to this year. And it likes the cold winter months. What is it called? There's the stiff-necked and the soft-necked, or I don't remember now what they call it. Garlic. Mine's the stiffer one. Okay. I don't want to lose too much of my potato. Oh, one more here. All right. So I'm going to put a couple tablespoons of tomato in there. And then some of everything. Like so. I need to set it back on the silk hat. And I'll wait to heat them up until we get back from our walk. I think I'll put all the tomato sauce on to make sure I've got enough for all of them. I think Jennifer made the other one where you mash the potatoes and then you make little pizzas. And it's the same idea where you use a sauce and toppings. Actually, I could put these right on the silpat. Got 3 more to go here. You can see here. So the sauce. Sticking on here, huh? I think we got her. Yep. All right. So again, I'll just spread the toppings here. And I like all these toppings, so I'll put them on each one. And if we run out of sauce, we can always use ketchup. Get the onion next. And then after I bake them, I'll put the basil on. Put some red pepper. And tomato. Tomatoes almost look too big for the potatoes. So pretty. Okay. So there they are. Don't those look fun? So I put them back in the oven and roast them for 15, 20 to 20 minutes till the toppings are cooked through, and serve immediately. Am I supposed to put the basil in? Place them back in. Oh. Well, it says fresh basil to serve, so I'm assuming that's to serve it when it's done. Thanks, Jessie. And then what do I do with this? Should I just stick it in the oven? It's the potato innards. I could mash it and make, I'll put it in a container, and then I'll bake them. I'll cut out fries and make mashed potato fries. See it, yeah, put the basil on after baking. Would you make fries out of your leftover potatoes? Make a waffle. I don't have a waffle iron. I gave it back to Goodwill because I was never using it. But that's a good idea. But I mean, heck, I'll make a square. I'll just make a potato pancake thing. I think I'm gonna go ahead and refrigerate it and make it tomorrow. Let the starch rise up. That's what I'll do. Stick it in the fridge. Potato cake and bake it. Yeah. I will do that. See if I've got something I can put it in till tomorrow. So there's going to be plenty to eat tonight. Yeah, that'll keep for me till tomorrow. You know how Janine, she sticks it in a square and then she plops it out on a cutting board and chops it into fries, bakes them that way. He's actually got a recipe for that in his protocol book. So I'll look and see what he does. And do whatever I want. So I formed it to that. Stick it in the fridge. Give it 24 hours. Make something fun. Okay. So simple. 44 minutes. I did a dessert, and I did a dinner. And then I get to lick the. This is the apple filling, and a lot of it gets stuck in the top here. So somebody's got to clean it, right? The Bennies of being in the kitchen. I got a red onion on my finger there. Yeah. So let me tell you how many minutes are left. There's 16 minutes, so you don't have to hang around for 16 minutes if you don't want to. But if there's things that we need to discuss, I feel really good today after the cleanse. I felt awful in the night and in the morning. Now I feel great. And I've been to the grocery store. I planted garlic. I wanted to make these 2 meals. I'm just full of it today. So this is so fun. I steamed a whole bunch of green beans for lunch today. Those French green beans that Costco has, the organic French green beans, they are so tasty. Steam them for 6 to 9 minutes and they were just perfect. All right. I already put the blender up. I guess I'll just wash it here. That's great about the cleanse. Yes, Jessie. It's great how good I feel afterwards. And then I don't know, just it's like doing a fast when you're off of it. Although I'm careful about coming off. Well, you are with the fast too. So both of them you kind of have to transition out. Joyce J, hey. Oh, you're gonna do it, huh? All right. I've been doing the original this last 9 days. So I've done the advanced twice and the original once. And with the original, I did, at first I did the liver rescue, and then he suggests you can do half the liver rescue and half the heavy metal detox. And I was used to doing the heavy metal detox from doing the advanced cleanse. So I thought, I'm going to do half and half. And I really like that. And I was doing the liver rescue. I was doing, I wasn't blending it. I was just doing the whole fruit and the dragon fruit and the blueberries. And what else is in there? Dragon fruit, blueberries. Oh, and I would chop up a banana, and I would actually do a few pomegranates. Oh, they're so good right now. And some kiwi. So that was my every morning. And then for lunch and dinner, I was doing the liver rescue salad, and just, he gives you like 20 options for the salad. And so I was just doing it with different things. I was batch prepping the greens and carrot and any of the things that wouldn't go bad quickly. I've got a big container. I still am eating from it. So I really enjoyed it. And now Jennifer's doing it. So I'll be curious to see if it helps. But, after 68 years of not doing it, if it is something that's successful, that's why I thought, I'm going to do it a few times. So we'll see. I could see doing it, once every couple of months, really, or once a month, or, whatever I can. I also enjoy fasting, so, but there's no reason I can't do both. I mean, I ignored I didn't know what to do for so many years. So now, what's the harm in just doing whatever needs to be done as much as possible for the rest of my life? Instead of a chronic illness for the rest of my life, I can do something useful for myself for the rest of my life. Oh, here's some more filling. Look at that. It's just apple, basically. Those like blended apples. Oh, you got frozen Costco dragon fruit. They don't have it at my Costco. But I can get fresh dragon fruit. Half a cup. Use half a cup. How much does an individual packet hold? It should say somewhere on it. 4 ounces or half a cup. And it's 2 cups of wild blueberries if you're doing a whole one. And I did the whole half cup of dragon fruit because mine's fresh, and I split it up into half cup measures and stick it in the freezer. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be curious to know how much is in there. And for weight, I don't think I lost anything this time. But I mean, I'm only 113 pounds, so that's a good thing. Can you believe it's almost 5 o'clock? 4:45. Oh, what happened to this day, huh? Man. Unbelievable. It just flies by. All right. Cleanup isn't so hard today. I don't know. Maybe I will cook those potatoes. Put them in for 10 minutes and then just let them rest while we walk around. I don't know. What do you think? It would be nice and hot if I waited till I got home. Nine more minutes with the tarts. What I can do is I can get the thing about the apple slices is they're going to turn brown. Let me see here. 1/2 apple, very thinly sliced. And then you sprinkle it with cinnamon, and then you put a little bit of date on it if you want. I think maybe we'll just do that when we're going to eat one. So we'll have to do one. Well, nobody's here. So should I pull them out, Jesse? And Joyce J? We'll look at them. There's between 7 and 8 minutes left. What do you think? Put this on top of here. Bring them out? Okay. Here they are. And he puts parchment paper in, and now I understand, because then he pulls them out with the parchment paper. Whereas I'm not going to be able to do it neatly like that. So mine is going to look a little bit different. Let's see here. Where is my favorite spatula? I can see if I can scoop one out. And I don't know if the mulberries would be any different. Right? Pretty much all came out. Like I say, they're not going to be pretty like his, but who cares if it tastes good. Okay. Get the potato off my knife. And I'll thinly slice an apple. All right, let me see what he did here. Oh, he does it in half here. Okay. A little bit of date. What do you think? Looks pretty good. All right, let's taste it. Mmm. 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 How can it not be good? Richard, it's delicious too. I could get very spoiled. What a treat. Mm. Yeah, it firms it up. This will get me around the block. Mm. The crust is nice and chewy because of the dates. The apple is so smooth because, it's just apple. Mm. Wow. Okay, I'm going to stick them back in the freezer. So yeah, I mean they got set up a little bit, but not frozen. It's really good. Oh, thank you, Jesse. Okay, and that's day 10. I'm a happy girl. So I'm going to check off as I. So the raw mini apple pie tart was number one. You can see why. And then the warm spiced roasted veggie salad I made, and now I've just made the pizza boats. So 3 of them today. So if I did 3 a day, I'd be done in 3 days. And don't put it past me. You bet. Have a good night, Miss Jessie, and Joyce J, and Jean, and C, and everybody that came and visited me. Did you give me thumbs up? Ooh, I got 5 thumbs up. All right. Thanks, you guys. And I'll figure out something more. If I've got time, I'll come on tomorrow. Cook again. Make these amazing recipes. What is tomorrow? Wednesday. Oh, yeah, because I don't have to go to take my sister to the doctor. So I'll be here. So I'll see what I can do. Good night. God bless. Good night, Richard.